Bossfest Bossfest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right. Bossfest, the Bossfest Podcast. They might make you laugh, make you mad, make you cry. Either way it go, it's a vibe. Tune in, catch the topic, get the tea. Ain't no shallow waters over here, we get deep.
Excited to bring you guys some of our amazing guests. Like, we hear it 3,000 different ways. Oh. Yeah, we're working through the technical difficulties. I hate when I hear myself over and over again. But anyway, so I'm going to have my guests introduce themselves. So I'll have you go first.
Yeah, my name's the Thoroughbred Havoc, and I'm a professional wrestler, the Thoroughbred Havoc.
Okay. And tell us what you do.
I'm a pro wrestler.
Wow. I've never met a pro wrestler before.
First time for everything.
It is. Okay, so then I'm going to have you introduce yourself.
My name is Victus at the Wrestling MSW. I'm a psychotherapist and professional wrestler. Psychotherapist by day, professional wrestler by whenever I want to be.
Okay, so do y'all both like actually wrestle like right now? Like today, y'all wrestle?
I didn't have a match today. I had a match 2 weeks ago. I wrestled for the title for CCW, and I was screwed. It wasn't fair. I deserve another title shot immediately.
So you didn't win?
No, I was robbed. They cheated. They did
cheated?
They did everything in their power to keep that title from me, and I'm coming back for a rematch. I deserve a rematch.
I feel like you do, and you feel that in your soul too. So I'm with you. So for people who are not like avid like wrestler, like watchers, we always think it's staged, so it's not.
Well, it depends on who you're wrestling.
Sports entertainment.
Sports entertainment?
It's sports entertainment.
That sounds code for staged. No.
We don't like to consider it staged.
Okay.
You want to get in there and find out how staged it is?
Yeah, let me body slam
I'm not
you.
signing up to get beat up.
It depends on the wrestler. When I get in the ring, I bust heads, so I don't go easy on my opponents. I make sure they feel
so
every.
You in there hurting people.
Yeah, I want them to feel it. I want them in the hospital when they get in the ring with me.
Okay, so for you, it's not staged. But if you're wrestling someone who thinks it's staged,
they're gonna pay the price if they think it's staged. They're gonna suffer the consequence.
Okay, so they better take their craft seriously. Okay, I feel you. But for you, you just
it's business, not personal.
Okay.
It's never personal.
It's never personal.
So whatever I do, it's business.
Okay. So what made you guys want to come to the Fandom Festival?
I was invited.
Okay, so the team reached out to you and you were like, sure, I'll do it.
Well, they reached out to my assistant.
Okay.
Yeah, she answered.
So do you do a lot of these events?
This is the first my CCW, they don't give me a microphone, so I deserve a microphone. I want to get my message across. So yeah, this is the first time.
He's a beast. I'm the muscle, he's the muscle. He's a beast. We normally don't care about stuff like this. We came out of our way to do something like this. We're bad guys. We don't care about signing autographs. We don't care about taking pictures. A little charity here and there don't help. It'll work here and there.
So we just busting heads. We just
always
okay.
Make sure they feel it. Make sure the fans go home disappointed. Their kids go home crying.
Oh my goodness!
Everything.
Yeah, I want your son
I want bad
to cry.
Endings around here.
The little
endings.
kids gotta cry.
Bad
I
endings,
want them to cry.
Oh,
don't high five me. Don't reach your hand out. We're not gonna high five you. Don't reach out to us. We don't like you. We're just here to do this job and get this money.
None of that. No t-shirts. No jumping off the top rope. No cool moves. Just get your head busted and lose the match. That's what's gonna happen if you wrestle me.
Dang, y'all got me feeling sad. Like I like autographs and like smiley, like
Go find John Cena.
Shots fired. Okay, so do you guys wrestle around here? Like, so we're in Polk County, Florida. Do you have wrestling matches in this area?
I haven't wrestled here yet. Usually it's in Jacksonville, in North Florida, South Georgia area.
Okay.
But, I mean, if the offer's right, I'll wrestle here.
Okay. So you traveled a long way to come here?
About 2 hours, 2.5 hours from Jacksonville.
So you live in Jacksonville? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're Florida. Okay. And you live in Jacksonville as well?
I'm actually a Polk County native, raised right here. Graduate of Lake Region High School 2006. I left here, got the hell up out of Polk County back in 2015, went to UF, staying around in that area. I come down, Thunder Championship Wrestling is here in Polk County. I've been trying to reach out to them. TCW, if you hear me, I'm trying to get on with y'all now. Stop ignoring my emails.
Oh, no. Okay, so you live in Tampa.
No, I actually live in the Gainesville area or wherever I want to live at. We don't really tell people where we live.
So many places. Okay. So, and you are trying to get on. So you both are trying to do the same thing.
So we're independent wrestlers. We go wherever we want to go.
Okay.
We do what we want to do. We're not tied to a contract like WWE, AEW, TNA. We literally can do. That's the independent scene. There are different promotions, and we literally just do what we want to do. That's the beauty of being an independent wrestler and not being in WWE, AEW, TNA.
But if WWE came calling today, would we say yes?
They got to make a good offer. It can't be no low ball offer. They got to know who they're talking to, and they got to show me some respect. And then we can talk about signing a deal.
All right, so they got to put some respect on your name.
I'm a therapist. That's how I make my money. I do this for fun. I don't need this wrestling to make money.
So if they come calling, you going to say no?
If they put me with Jade Cargill, I'll say yeah, but I ain't Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. If I can do some bodyguarding for them, I will, but I don't want to be on the road. They can't pay me enough to do that.
Okay, well, y'all heard it here. Y'all know what's up.
Hold on. I got a question from the background. So I ain't that camera over here on me. Because one of the things, I grew up watching wrestling with my father and all that stuff. And the biggest misconception that I've always seen with wrestlers is that y'all had to come from a bad place to want to do this. How did you start wrestling? What made you want to get into this profession?
So I was lifting in the gym. I was squatting 550, and this guy told me I'd be a good candidate to be a pro wrestler. I posed afterwards. He said I had some good showmanship, and he took a look at me. I mean, I'm a can't miss prospect, and if you can't see that, you're blind.
Get up and show him, Havoc. Get up and show him. Yeah, get that. Camera lady, get that. Listen, get all that. Look at that rip. Look how ripped he is.
That boy cut.
Yeah.
What about you? I know when I said it, your face twitched up like, man, what kind of stupid ass question is that? But I got to ask it.
So to step out of character for a moment.
Fair enough.
I started watching wrestling, the first episode of WWE SmackDown in 1999. And my mother died. My adopted mother passed away when I was 15. She passed away in 2003. Since 1999, professional wrestling has been the most consistent thing in my life. Monday Night Raw is always on Monday. For the last 20-some years, I've been watching wrestling. It's always on. SmackDown has been on Friday, has been on Tuesday, it's been on different days. Wrestling has been consistent. So this all came after I have a degrees. I wanted to be a wrestler, never figured it out. Had a bad motorcycle accident back in 2017. Found out Wrestling Academy, learned how to take some bumps, get in the ring. I figured I could do it, and then I started. So I didn't cut. Wrestling has been my life since I was 13, so it wasn't a bad place. Neither one of us come for a bad place, and most of the people don't. If you look in WWE now, they're recruiting D1 talent, athletes. The Rock, Goldberg, they all play, but now they want D1. They have Olympic gold medalists. It's big. So these people are not coming from bad places. They're coming from the D1 schools, playing football, track runners. Bianca Belair, SEC champion. Trick Williams right now played for the Philadelphia Eagles. AJ Francis, he's in TNA, played for Miami Dolphins. Roman Reigns played for the Vikings. Jags. Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the chief of WWE wrestling right now. So they don't. John Cena, he didn't come from the bottom. He came from a highfalutin family. He came from money. So that's a myth, 100% myth.
Awesome. So before we get y'all up out of here, how can the people follow y'all? How can they support y'all?
Follow me on IG and Facebook, the Thoroughbred Havoc. That's Thoroughbred, like the horse, because look at me. And what's yours, Victus?
No, you got to say Havoc, H-A-V-A-C. Not Havoc, H-A-V-A-C, the Thoroughbred Havoc.
That's right.
Follow me, the Wrestling MSW, the Wrestling MSW. Victus on Instagram and TikTok. Nah, no Snapchat. So yeah, Instagram, The Wrestling MSW.
Awesome, awesome. Listen, we appreciate y'all for sitting down and joining us at the Bossfest table, the Bossfest couch, at the Fandom event going down live in Lake Wales, Florida at the Eagle Ridge Mall. If you haven't came out, please come out and support. Listen, you don't know who you're going to see out here, from cosplayers to professional wrestlers to your favorite characters. So come on out here, support these vendors, get some of this good food, and have a good time with everybody. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Bossfest Podcast, live Eagle Ridge Mall at the Fandom Festival event going down today. Listen, a lot of cosplayers, the wrestlers are out, the vendors are out. It is a great event, and we are here with some amazing people that has helped put this event together. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, starting to my left. Sometimes you be forgetting your left. Start from my left. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves, their businesses, and what brought them out here to do this today. So go ahead, my man.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Yusef. I'm with Fandom Festival. Thank you for coming out to the show today. We appreciate everybody's businesses and patronage to come to our show. And also, I have another business as well. It's called Ninja Handyman Services. So if you like us, love us on Instagram, check us out for Ninja Handyman Services. We also do your to-do list, your honey-do list, and everything from top to bottom of your house, residential and commercial.
Marius Groover, CEO of Heroes for Hire. Pretty sure you know who I am already.
I am Chaha Grant, along with Dr. Grant, who is absent and running around here with this event. We have an awesome, great team right here of Fandom Festival. These are my older brother and younger brothers that we are partnered with to make up Fandom Festival. Me and my husband, Dr. Anthony Grant, we have a non-for-profit GCTE Center, which is a nonprofit private school right here in Polk County. We service students that fall between the cracks, but we invite everyone to come out to this amazing event right here at the Eagle Ridge Mall in Lake Wales. We'll be here till 6 o'clock.
Check 1 2. Am I on? Very nice. Hi guys, my name is Corey. Along as with doing amazing things with Fandom Festival, I actually am VP with Marius over at Heroes for Hire. And we kick butt and take names by doing awesome cosplay for the communities. We love to give back. We have an amazing raffle going on today that was wonderfully, generously donated by everybody at the mall here. Associated businesses. It's been fantastic. And if you want amazing drinks, you can check out our drinks. We have custom drinks that is made just for Fandom Festival, specifically by a mixologist. So you never get these drinks anywhere else. But what was that? Stocks and Company are the ones that are making the drinks for us, so we're very excited to have them come along with that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for this.
Awesome. Listen. We're gonna try to coordinate this, make this thing live. Listen, so these amazing folks here, these are the people that's behind the scenes, help putting this thing together. When you're planning events and things of that nature, people don't always think about the nuanced little things, the long nights, in preparation for these things. So somebody tell me, what was the vision behind this, and why do this? Why put something like this together?
I'm gonna answer that because I'm the one that woke up I was working till 3 o'clock in the morning this morning. But the long nights and why to do this, we do a PTSD awareness along with we have free entry for vets, and we also have free entry for foster care youth. It's for really those populations for us to give back to those individuals that may never be a part of this event. So, and everyone, if you camera around, everyone is enjoying themselves. They're talking, they're chilling. You have adults, you have children. It's a family-oriented event. As I said, I want to stress we do PTSD awareness, which is a thing, and we want to get back to our communities, and this is how we do.
Awesome. So, listen, I know it's coming. Listen, y'all hear the band playing in the background. It's getting loud. I know these are some very busy people. I just want them to be able to give their information out there so you can follow them, you can support them. I definitely got to get them on the podcast during the week so we can break this thing down a little bit further. I want to offer y'all that opportunity to come on the Bossfest Podcast so that way you can talk more about yourselves, your business, and your entrepreneur spirit. But I see them boys about to cut up. So before we go, tell them one more time who you are, how can they follow you, how can they support you?
All right.
All I want is a smile.
You
guys have a great night.
Again, go ahead. No, you're next.
Chaha Grant.
Where to follow you?
Yeah.
You can follow us at Fandom_Festival on Instagram, or you can like us, follow us on Fandom Festival, and our website is www.fandom-festival.com. And I think that's it, right?
It is now because the band turning up. But we will be on the Bossfest Podcast.
Yes.
We will let y'all know the date. We'll be sure to show up and show out like this band about to do.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Dot.
Thank you for Bossfest for having this podcast with us.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Bossfest.
And thank you for coming to Fandom Festival.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's a pleasure having
Anytime,
y'all.
anytime. So we finna keep the camera going live to the band. We finna rotate these camera angles while we take a quick break. Remember, if you're in the area, stop by the Eagle Ridge Mall at the Fandom Festival event. Going down live. We live. People out here having fun. Get you some of these great drinks. Shop with some of these great, amazing vendors. We in here. We out. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Bossfest Podcast live, Eagle Ridge Mall at the Fandom Festival event going down today. Listen, a lot of cosplayers. The wrestlers are out. The vendors are out. It is a great event. And we are here with some amazing people that has helped put this event together. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, starting to my left. I had sometimes you be forgetting your left. Starting from my left, I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, their businesses, and what brought them out here to do this today. So go ahead, my man.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Yusef. I'm with Fandom Festival. Thank you for coming out to the show today. We appreciate everybody's businesses and patronage to come to our show. And also, I have another business as well. It's called Ninja Handyman Services. So if you like us, love us on Instagram, check us out for Ninja Handyman Services. We also do your to-do list, your honey-do list, and everything from top to bottom of your house, residential and commercial.
Marius Groove, CEO of Heroes for Hire. Pretty sure you know who I am already.
I am Chaha Grant, along with Dr. Grant, who is absent and running around here with this event. We have an awesome, great team right here of Fandom Festival. These are my older brother and younger brothers that we are partnered with to make up Fandom Festival. Me and my husband, Dr. Anthony Grant, we have a non-for-profit GCTE Center, which is a nonprofit private school right here in Polk County. We service students that fall between the cracks, but we invite everyone to come out to this amazing event right here at the Eagle Ridge Mall in Lake Wales. We'll be here till 6 o'clock.
Check 1 2. Am I on? Very nice. Hi guys, my name is Corey. Along as with doing amazing things with Fandom Festival, I actually am VP with Marius over at Heroes for Hire, and we kick butt and take names by doing awesome cosplay for the communities. We love to give back. We have an amazing raffle going on today that was wonderfully, generously donated by everybody at the mall here. Associated businesses. It's been fantastic. And if you want amazing drinks, you can check out our drinks. We have custom drinks that is made just for Fandom Festival, specifically by a mixologist. So you never get these drinks anywhere else. But what was that? Stocks and Company are the ones that making the drinks for us. So we're very excited to have them come along with that. But yeah, that's all I got to say for this.
Awesome. Listen. We're going to try to coordinate this, make this thing live. Listen, so these amazing folks here, these are the people that's behind the scenes, help putting this thing together. When you're planning events and things of that nature, people don't always think about the nuanced little things, the long nights in preparation for these things. So somebody tell me, what was the vision behind this, and why do why do this? Why put something like this together?
I'm gonna answer that because I'm the one that woke up I was working till 3 o'clock in the morning this morning. But the long nights and why to do this, we do a PTSD awareness along with we have free entry for vets, and we also have free entry for foster care youth. It's for really those populations for us to give back to those individuals that may never be a part of this event. And everyone, if you camera around, everyone is enjoying themselves. They're talking, they're chilling. You have adults, you have children. It's a family-oriented event. As I said, I want to stress we do PTSD awareness, which is a thing, and we want to get back to our communities, and this is how we do.
Awesome. So, listen, I know it's going to listen. Y'all hear the band playing in the background. It's getting loud. I know these are some very busy people. I just want them to be able to give the information out there so you can follow them, you can support them. I definitely got to get them on the podcast during the week so we can break this thing down a little bit further. I want to offer y'all that opportunity to come on the Bossfest Podcast so that way you can talk more about yourselves, your business, and your entrepreneur spirit. But I see them boys about to cut up. So before we go, tell them one more time who you are, how can they follow you, how can they support you?
All right.
All I want is a smile. You guys have a great night.
Again, go ahead. No, you're next.
Chaha Grant.
Where to follow you?
Yeah.
You can follow us at Fandom_Festival on Instagram, or you can like us, follow us on Fandom Festival, and our website is www.fandom-festival.com. And I think that's it, right?
It is now because the band turning up. But we will be on the Bossfest Podcast.
Yes.
We will let y'all know the date. We'll be sure to show up and show out like this band about to do.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Dot.
Thank you for Bossfest for having this podcast with us.
Thank you, Bossfest.
And thank you for coming to Fandom Festival.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure having y'all.
So we finna keep the camera going live to the band. We finna rotate these camera angles while we take a quick break. Remember, if you're in the area, stop by the Eagle Ridge Mall at the Fandom Festival event going down live. We live. People out here having fun. Get you some of these great drinks. Shop with some of these great, amazing vendors. We in here. We out. Welcome back to the Bossfest Podcast, live at the Fandom Festival event going down in Lake Wales, Florida at the Eagle Ridge Mall. Listen. We just came back from a short break. The band was performing. It got loud in the building. You missed out on a good treat. But we still here interviewing cosplayers. We interviewing people behind the scenes. And we got our next set of guests on the Bossfest couch. And I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. Starting to you got to start to the left.
Man, I guess if I got to go first. What's up, guys? My name is JC. Just JC Cosplay on Instagram, TikTok, all the fancy places that you probably have or haven't heard of me from. Doing Wolverine today, and then we got this loser.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Suit Up Cosplay on Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. My name is Colin, and yeah, today I'm Deadpool, the loser, the little friend of Wolverine here.
Awesome. So first question I got is, what got y'all into cosplaying? What was that catalyst to say, you know what, this is what I want to do when I become an adult?
cosplay kind of came to me at one point. So I've been cosplaying for about 10 years or so. And yeah, just I don't know how I came to hear about it or see it, but something really caught my eye, caught my interest. And I consider myself a creative person. I never made anything before that time, but I was like, I love characters. I love movies and comics, and I want to portray these characters. So, and this is a hobby that really spoke to me. So I really broke into it, and it really wears on me nicely.
I'm probably more along kind of the same route a little bit. I kind of went my whole life, never really been to a convention, never did cosplay, never did anything like that. And it was not until I moved down here, I started looking a little bit more into it. And I love Spider-Man. I love, the nerd energy, the nerd culture. And so I pulled the trigger, gave it a shot, and here I am 2.5 years later being a guest at Fandom Festival. So
awesome. So I know that you guys do stuff in the community and things like that. Visit the hospitals and things like that. What has been the most rewarding experience for you guys when y'all cosplay at those type of events?
Definitely helping newer cosplayers. Definitely kind of giving them tips and tricks, things that I would have loved to have known when I first started. That's been kind of my favorite as a whole, just well-rounded. To really pinpoint specifically my favorite moment, easily last year when we helped one kid who is such a good heart, such an amazing kid. He unfortunately was going through an issue with getting bullied, and I along with many other cosplayers, I don't want to take all of the credit, but we really rallied as a community and showed what this community is capable of. Gave him some support, gave him some love. He was able to get a new Spider-Man suit, a really top tier. We did a couple photo shoots with him because his family came down and visited Florida. It was a really wholesome experience, and it definitely healed my heart a little bit, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the more cosplayers there are, fueling the community really bolsters, fandom, and fandom is power. And the fact that this power lifts others up and makes others, makes others have fun and feel good. And it, as he's just described, it evolves just helping others have fun. It helps others in more than just the having fun entertainment variety.
It almost forms a familial bond. Like it feels very, very family oriented, and it can be like it goes beyond friendship. It becomes a brotherhood, a sisterhood. It really becomes. It feels like family.
Yeah, like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Get away from me.
So I know the characters y'all are today. What are some of y'all favorite characters to cosplay as?
You went first. I went first last time. You go.
Deadpool, obviously. I love the pool guy. He's such a fun character. You're talking about what's rewarding is having the opportunity, the privilege to be able to represent such an amazing, hilarious, fun character, and it really just gives joy to people. People love to laugh, and people love to laugh at crazy animated characters like Wade and other ones like Spider-Man and whatnot, and people really get a kick out of that. So it's always rewarding on a moment-to-moment basis, seeing people's reactions to just Deadpool or other characters interacting. It really brings to life what people love in various films and comics.
Yeah, I would say for me, probably some of my favorites is I've been doing Red Hood steadily the past 1.5 years. I really love Red Hood. I love his character, his arc, just his story as a whole, as a hero, as just kind of one of those tragic losses that Batman's always faced. And then on the other end of that, I really love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's full of hope. He's full of power. He exudes responsibility.
Listen. I don't know if y'all seen somebody walk through the scene, but did y'all see Tony Stark's slide in the scene? Listen,
cameoing.
We got the man Tony Starks. Man, y'all slide over. Let Tony get us. Let's see. Yeah, bam.
This man.
Look.
Get a little cheek on here. What?
How you doing, sir?
Doing well. Oh.
Man, all right. That's awesome. Listen, so I was just asking these guys about what is some of their favorite players to cosplay as. I know I've seen you in person do your thing and online. Is Tony Starks that dude for you?
Of course, Tony Stark still does it for me. I got actually in the works right now. I'm working on a Mark III armor finally for doing Tony as Iron Man finally. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait for that.
You've been working on that for a while, haven't you?
Oh no, I just started working on that one. I've been working on Doom and Loki and a few other things recently.
Doom.
Does your Mark III have the built-in bathroom that it did in Iron Man 2?
Of course it does.
So
how else am I going to do it at the conventions? You can't pee.
The
So-
water's so clean you could drink it.
Oh Jesus!
listen, I know that this is a bitter moment. You're here with us, but I got to ask you now. In Endgame, when you had to snap them fingers for the last damn time, did you know how many hearts you was going to break in that moment? Because I swear to God.
Of course, but I'm Tony Stark. I am a heartbreaker.
Deadpool was in that movie. He was just way in the background. He was doing something else. There was some like dust on him, so he like blended in with the CGI background. So but he was there. Trust me, he was there.
You was there somewhere in the background.
Yeah.
Marvel Jesus over there.
Yeah. Marvel H Christ over here.
Jesus. Oh my.
Listen, so at the fandom event, listen, man, I'm loving the energy from all the cosplayers, all the people getting to know you guys and interact with you guys. Like, what made you want to be a part of this event?
Well, this is a second-year convention, and last year I had heard about it. I got involved a little bit later in the game, but this year I definitely wanted to be involved, and Heroes for Hire helped put it together. Shout out to the organization, and it's definitely great to bring community together like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, shout out to Heroes for Hire, great organization, great purpose. This is my second year guesting, and I had a lot of fun first year. It's nice to see it only in year two. It's already growing. It's already getting bigger. And one of the things I think that I love about with newer conventions, being a part of them and helping them grow, is, especially for me, only having been 2.5 years into cosplay and still learning new things every day. There's so much stuff you can learn in cosplay that you can never. It feels very jack of all trades, master of none whenever you're into it. But one of the beauties of just starting out and being at a con that's also just starting out is you have the ability to help the con grow and grow with it. I think is one of the key fun factors of being a part of this convention.
Yeah. So second year of Fandom Festival, and what a perfect name for such a con as this is. And it's a great startup con. It's all about the fandom. It's all about bringing people together. And you could say a lot of cons are like that, but this one really has a different spirit to it. And so it's my second year, first time guesting at all at a con. Yep. Last year I was just an attendee, and I competed in the con's cosplay contest, won Judge's Choice for my X-Men's Beast cosplay. And I had a lot of fun making that specifically for that con, and I had a lot of fun hanging out and seeing people's reactions to it. So it's very rewarding and like humbling to be able to be a guest at this con as a startup con.
Man, that is awesome. But before we get y'all guys up out of here, I know it's a lot of kids trying to meet y'all, interact with y'all. Listen, tell the people one more time, how can they follow y'all? How can they support y'all?
All right, so you can get to me at phony_StarkX on all platforms.
No
come,
phony. He
Come
is
down
not
and
a
see
phony.
us next year at Fandom Festival. We'll all be here.
Yeah, same with me. Mine's super simple. Just JC Cosplay. It's real upfront, real forward. Instagram, TikTok, on everything. Eventually, I'm hoping to get my YouTube back up and running when that gets going, so you can subscribe there as well.
YouTube is exhausting, but I love it.
God.
It's so good. Yeah, Suit Up Cosplay, just Suit Up Cosplay. My picture might still be a stormtrooper, but you'll see my whole catalog. You'll know it's me. You'll see my Deadpool. My top character right here is Deadpool, so you'll be able to know it's me. Suit Up Cosplay on Instagram, TikTok. I post a lot of videos of my cat on TikTok. It's not a lot of cosplay stuff right now, but yeah, check me out.
Awesome. Thank you guys for sitting down on the Bossfest couch, doing the Bossfest podcast. Listen. If you guys are in the area, you in the Lake Wales area, you're driving around, you riding on 60, listen, just go ahead and stop the car, pull on into the mall, Eagle Ridge Mall. We done took over the food court. I don't think y'all realize we done took over the food court, y'all. Come support these amazing people and come take pictures with some of your best characters. We out at the Bossfest Podcast live at Fandom Festival.
Thank you.
Broke the couch.
It already had a head start, so listen. We are back again. Bossfest Podcast live at the Fandom Festival event going down in Lake Wales, Florida at the Eagle Ridge Mall. Listen. We are here interacting and interviewing some amazing people, from cosplayers to professional wrestlers to entrepreneurs and things of that nature. And we have a special guest here, an entrepreneur, someone that has set up their booth at this shop. Mr. Jonathan, how you doing, boss?
How you doing, man?
Doing good. So tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Jonathan. I do marketing for a living, and on the weekends I sell toys.
Listen, that's amazing. So selling toys, that's the side hustle.
That's the side hustle, yeah.
So the main hustle is the marketing?
I do marketing. So I do digital marketing, and I work a lot with artificial intelligence, creating AI agents and things like that.
Man, how do you get into a space like that?
So I've actually been doing marketing now for 15 years.
Okay.
When I found out that doing IT sucks, at least for me it did. And I wanted to get into something a little bit different. And I started doing search engine optimization. And then from there, it just built up. And since I have a background in development, programming, and things like that, it just all came along.
So marketing, I'm trying to market myself and things of that nature. So we're gonna play in the space. We're gonna see if it even makes sense or not. So as a up and coming business, as a new business, what are some of the best ways to market to expand my reach?
So as an up and coming business, one of the things we have is little time.
Okay.
Right? Because we're dealing with operations, we're dealing with finances, we're dealing with employees, we're dealing with so many things. So the whole thing with marketing is that especially with AI now, is creating systems. So using platforms like there's a platform called N8N, where you can create AI agents that will post on LinkedIn for you. So whenever you post a new blog post using RSS feeds and things like that, you can actually create it so it can post automatically on LinkedIn, post on Facebook, post on Instagram, and create all these agentic opportunities where you only do the work once and it does the rest of the stuff for you.
Awesome.
And a lot of this is consumable on YouTube. So you can actually learn a lot of this stuff for free. You don't have to pay courses and pay all this stuff to learn how to do a lot of that stuff.
Listen, you know what I found out? Listen, people pay for the things they don't want to do.
Exactly.
So I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's something that I can learn to do, I learned to do it a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay it and know that somebody taking care of it than move on. So we're gonna see if we can play with this a little bit because this is a unique conversation. So let's say I'm an entrepreneur and I want to create a course, right? Some type of digital course that I want to sell. What are some of the best AI tools that I can use that can maybe help me create that course?
Okay, so depending on what course it is, and depending on what type of way you want to do it. So currently, I've done Udemy courses myself, and what I do is I create an outline of what I want to teach and at what level you want to teach it, right?
Okay.
And basically, I use cloud.ai to create that specific curriculum. So what I do is I create a project, and most people just go to ChatGPT or go to Cloud or go to Grok, and they just put in what they want.
Right.
The key to creating a successful course, especially with AI, is to give it a role and to give it a task. So you tell the AI, and this is for anything, right? You tell the AI, you are an expert in search engine optimization, and you are tasked to build a beginner's course for me, starting with link building, starting with on-page optimization, starting with content writing. And it would actually help you build it, create the outline, and be able to give you what you need to be able to start the course, or at least learn it yourself so that you can start the course.
That was some game right there. That was some game. I'm gonna have to use that one. I've been struggling with how I want to do this course and been looking at different things.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you asked. Can you get on the pod? Because I knew you was gonna have something good for me. So, in this space, marketing, selling toys on the weekend stuff. I see the ring on your finger. Family man.
Yes, I am.
Man, so how do you juggle all of this?
It's hard. It's definitely hard. I will say that I own my intelligence to success to Jesus, the number one, and faith is number one, and that keeps me on course. And then everything else is my wife. You have to have a good person to lean on and to be smarter than you, because women are smarter than us, you know. So at least for me,
I guess
my wife is smarter. Well, it's on camera, so I have to say that.
They are smarter than us.
But in general, is to have a good support system. Because for me, I as an serial entrepreneur, I one of the things is that I like starting stuff. I've had my own Comic-Con. I have my own cleaning company. I have the marketing company. But because I always have ideas. But when things fail, because things have failed greatly for me, is not to take it to heart and to take it as an opportunity to learn for yourself and learn more from your mistake and then improve on for the next time.
Got it. Listen, I ain't gonna take too much of your time because I know we all busy. We out here enjoying ourselves, man. So how can the people follow you? How can they link up with you? How can they get your support if they need it?
I always offer free support and free encouragement, and whatever you want to tell me or message me, you can message me on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn.com. My username is Alonso John, ALONSOJON.
Awesome. Listen, y'all, we still here at the Fandom event going down Lake Wales, Florida at the Eagle Ridge Mall. Listen, event just getting started. We just getting started. It's going to be a great day, a great event. Y'all come out here. Y'all come talk to some of these amazing people. Even though people in cosplay, you don't know who you might talk to. You might could be talking to the next connection that can help grow and build your brand and your business. So come out here, support, do what you got to do. Bossfest live at the Fandom Festival event. Come on outside. We love to see you. What's up? Welcome back again. Bossfest Podcast live at the Fandom Festival event going down Lake Wales, Florida at the Eagle Ridge Mall. And we are back interviewing the band that just got off the stage, the Atomic Treehouse. How are y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
We're doing great.
That's what's up. So y'all already told me don't ask no silly questions, but I'm gonna ask a few of them. So
we are a silly band, so that sounds like a good idea.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got started, and how did this whole thing come about?
So me and Eric, our drummer over there,
hey,
we actually started the band back in 2016. We just been playing together for years. We'd always been trying to start bands, and finally we were just like, well, let's do this one.
Yeah,
and then
you just want to start a band.
we're just like, let's just be a funny band. And then
at this point, I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, he's actually only 5 years old.
That's right. So I came along and joined the band a couple years ago, back in 2020, and I was playing on guitar. Now I'm playing bass, actually.
Before he joined the band, he was wandering around, lost in the wilderness, just looking for musicians to work with.
That's right. I was out in the Wild West.
Well, I mean, we kind of knew you from your dad's band. That's how we first started to.
Right.
And then it just worked from there. We got to know him, and then one thing led to another. We're like, hey, we're looking for guitarists, whatever. So.
And then you guys released an album.
Yeah, so we did our first album. It was me, Eric, and our previous bassist, Johnny. And now Preston has stepped up. He's doing a great job. I love working with Preston.
I try.
he even wrote a song about me on our new album about me drinking Baja Blast.
Right. So that's right. We have a new album out now. It's called Atomic Treehouse Back Again.
Back again. Show to them.
Yep.
Woo!
Show the back. You gotta show the back.
There's the back. There's
it's our
14
backs.
songs,
It's
one
our
of which is a bonus track. And we just released this yesterday.
Got it. So I'm gonna ask a question. We're gonna see where this goes. So we have moved into a digital age. You know, we went from records to 8 tracks to cassettes to CDs to nothing. Why produce a CD?
Because we are 90s kids.
Well, and some people like physical copies still. They're like, oh, you can do it online, but some people like to have the physical. So
right.
I know in my experience, sometimes I get on Spotify or Apple Music and I try to find something to listen to. I get halfway through an album, and then I'm like, well, there's also all this other stuff to listen to. But for me personally, if I buy a CD, because I drive like a 2014 Prius, it's still got a CD player.
Okay.
If I buy a CD, it'll be in the car for like a week or two, and I'll listen to it nonstop.
It's a physical possession that you can't get anywhere else. It's yours. This can be your CD.
And it's got a bonus track.
And a bonus track, that's right.
Maybe even a hidden
Listen,
track.
I like it, but I'm like, man, dang. If I wanted to buy it, I don't have nothing I could even play this on no more. They don't even put like the CD things on the computers no more. I was like, golly.
Where's
the digital one? I know we got a USB drive somewhere. Where is it?
I mean, for me, you play it on the PS2, maybe.
Golly.
Yeah, or the
nerds, we
PS3.
have PS2s,
Yeah, you can
right?
play it
Yeah.
on. You know,
No,
but actually, we have all of our songs on Spotify,
There
Apple
we go.
Music,
iTunes, Google, all the
Deezer.
major platforms.
Who's ever heard of
YouTube.
Deezer?
Who's ever heard of Deezer? Yeah.
Listen, you said Spotify, Apple Music, we good. So you can go on your streaming services and find Atomic Treehouse and listen to their latest music and things of that
Internet.
nature. But if you are antique and you like having a vintage copy, how much y'all selling these things for? Like,
They're $12.
$12.
how did y'all beat inflation?
How do we beat inflation?
I'm just saying, we were selling them back in 2010. So
You get a free sticker with it.
Yeah, free sticker. Usually. And if you buy it online, I usually put a handwritten note.
listen. So, see, like y'all been doing this for a while. How do y'all sustain longevity? Like you said, y'all two been in it from the beginning. Y'all had somebody before, and maybe it worked out. Maybe they said, "Hey, I got to move on." What keeps the passion going and doing this for what 10 years now?
You know what? Next Halloween 2016 will be the 10th anniversary, which feels crazy to say. We did go on hiatus at one point. Really, it's like you said, passion. It's just we just want to do it and it's fun. Obviously, we have a couple lineup changes. We've got Preston on bass now. I don't know if we introduced ourselves, by the way. I'm Alex Retro on guitar and lead vocals.
My name's Preston. I play bass and I do harmony vocals and occasionally co-lead vocals.
And I am Eric Sticks. I do the drums and backup vocals.
And so what you see here is friendship. That's how we sustain longevity.
We have quite the bond over at Atomic Treehouse.
Yeah, we watch movies together and swim in the pool after band practice to cool off.
We do everything together.
And drink Baja Blast.
Got it. So where did the name come from?
The name?
Yes.
So I just came up with that one day because I was trying to think of something that would have, like, in one sense, like a nerdy science word, and in another sense, have like a suburban, also nerdy word.
Gotcha.
Like this one, keep that nerd theme. So I was like jumbling together all these combinations. I had nuclear shoebox, atomic video store, atomic rental service, atomic tree house. That's it.
Yeah. He definitely wanted atomic. I remember you were like, I definitely want atomic something.
It makes it kind of explosive.
So who tried to veto the name first? It seemed like you tried to come up with the name. Did anybody say, Atomic Treehouse?
Oh yeah, we all were like, I don't know about that. Maybe that, maybe this.
Did you say that? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, like, he like through text and stuff, he would be like, "Oh, what about that?" And as I remember, that was whenever you were like, "I want like atomic," and I was like, "Yeah." We were like, but
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, he wasn't around. He was being born.
Yeah.
We're lying about that, by the way. He's not 5 years old.
He's 10.
He is the
I'm
youngest.
sure. I hope I don't look 5 years old.
It's the mustache. No.
He is the youngest, but yeah.
I don't even know what my next question is.
I come from a couple other bands, and then I discovered Atomic Treehouse while I was out playing a show with my other band with Atomic Treehouse, and that's how we met.
He messaged me on Facebook in 2020, and he's like, "Hey, do you need another member?" And I was like, "Is it you?" And then I was like, he said, "Yeah." So I said, "Okay." And then the next day, he told me, "Get Animal Crossing so you can visit my island." And I said, "You've been in this band for one day, and you're already telling me what to do." that's a
Animal
joke.
Crossing.
So let me get this right. So y'all was at an event. You was with a different band. You seen them perform. Was like, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna be with them.
Well, I'm actually doing double duty quite often.
He's in like 75 bands.
I'm in the entire local scene. I play for a band called the Easy Button, which is kind of like a Weezer-esque kind of band, and then I started my own band called Hit the Shark, where I'm playing guitar and lead vocals.
Where's the loyalty?
I'm polyamorous.
Poly, got it. You're poly. We got it. Listen.
Speaking of naming things, The new album is called Back Again because me and Preston were sitting there. We wanted a title that started with the letter B because our first album was just Atomic Treehouse. So we thought we'd keep it alphabetical. And then we're tossing back all these insane, crazy names. And Eric just says, "What about Back Again?" And we just laughed at it. We said, "That's okay. That's kind of generic." But then the more we talked about it, it just became an inside joke. And then we decided, yeah, we're back again.
And then the solidifying factor in that was we had a very special guest.
Oh yeah, tell them.
So, why don't you tell them?
I've been doing all the talking.
That's
It's
true.
Your turn.
So we have a very special guest on our album introducing us. You may be familiar with the anime voice actor Wendy Lee. She plays Haruhi Suzumiya,
Faye Valentine, Bulma, original Bulma.
Yeah.
And so she kindly offered her voice for our album. And so that's Back Again is the album title.
Because he got her to say, introduce it to Atomic Treehouse, they're back again.
Right.
In her anime voice.
Yep.
Listen, that's amazing. Like, first off, almost 10 years doing something that you love, the passion behind that. A lot of people don't even sustain things after a year. When you think about business and things of that nature, they say most businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. For you guys to be 5 years going even after hiatus, that's a blessing in itself. So congratulations on longevity, getting on this stage. So being here at the Fandom event, what made y'all want to do this today?
We're just total geeks, I guess.
Simple.
It's on brand.
Yeah, after the hiatus, we were trying to decide places to play. And actually what happened was I have this pointless goal to go to a convention every month this year.
Okay.
Just like, so I don't miss out, I guess. And I was looking at this website with a list of conventions, and there was one called Anime in the Park. That was back in April. And I thought, Anime in the Park, that sounds like a lot of fun. So I looked at my bandmates and I said, what if we were able to play at this thing? And so I contacted them and they were super stoked on the idea. So we played Anime in the Park and we had a great time. And then we decided maybe we should play some more conventions. And here we are today at Fandom Festival.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're thinking about maybe trying to hopefully go to like Tampa Comic Con or
that'd be cool. Got to work up to
sweet,
it.
you know.
It's possible.
Anything's possible. The more you do it, the more consistent you are, the more you're out there. That's why this is a great venue to go to. People are exposure and like, yeah, we'll play clubs or bars or whatever, but we want to like branch out and do more things too, kind of be seen more. And we just think that would be, really good to do that.
We decided we're no longer playing in bars.
Well, I don't know if that's a solidified fact.
Seems like y'all got to vote on that one again. So before I get y'all up out of here, what's been the thing about this event that made you say, you know what, I'm glad I did this today?
Honestly, it's gonna sound cheesy, but the people.
Definitely the community.
Yeah, and also the fact that we got to play in a shopping mall.
Yeah, it's a bucket list thing for us. So
We've always been buddies who go shopping at the mall together.
Lots of our songs have to do about have context about the mall.
They take place in the mall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie American Mall?
Is there a movie called American Mall?
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like the director of High School Musical or something did it.
See, you really geek out. I'm gonna have to go look at it just
It was
because
a
you
fun
made it.
movie.
So before we get up out of here, tell the people one more time who you are, how can they follow y'all, and how can they buy the CD? How can they buy the CD? Because please tell me you got a website about it. Y'all doing face-to-face contact.
Right.
There is a website.
Okay. They got a website, y'all. Oh
You
my
can
God.
find T-shirts, stickers, our brand new CD, Atomic Treehouse, Back Again. You could find that on atomictreehouse.bandcamp.com.
And like we mentioned, if you don't have a CD player, if you don't have a PlayStation 2 to play it on, you can go to Spotify or Apple Music and look us up and you'll be able to rock out.
We're also on Instagram and Facebook.
Of course.
Absolutely. So, listen, y'all, we are here at the Fandom Festival, Lake Wales, Florida, at the Eagle Ridge Mall.
Yay.
We just had a conversation with Atomic Treehouse. Y'all done for today? Y'all just chilling for
I
the
guess we're gonna
Christmas?
look around. I haven't gotten to explore the convention too much
explore
yet.
and hang out.
See what's in the mall.
So listen, y'all, come out, kicking with Atomic Treehouse. As y'all see, these are a fun group of guys. They like to have fun and joke around. Bring your kids out. We safe around kids. Bring your kids out. Let them enjoy the festivities. We live, Fandom Festival, Lake Wales, Florida, Eagle Ridge Mall. Come check us out.
Thanks so much for
again
having
the
us.
interview.
Thank you guys.
Thanks again.